What happens when a terrified kid who can barely handle the chaos of the universe suddenly understands the biggest truth about existence and doesn't collapse under it? What if the secret to surviving a meaningless universe isn't despair, but freedom? Today we're exploring one of the most unexpected philosophical arcs in modern storytelling, the evolution of Morty Smith and how his journey reveals the strange power of optimistic nihilism. At the beginning of Rick and Morty, Morty is the definition of the saddest man. He's anxious, confused, and constantly overwhelmed by the multiverse. Every adventure with Rick Sanchez exposes him to the terrifying scale of reality. Civilizations destroyed in seconds, alternate timelines collapsing, and entire planets treated like disposable experiments. For Morty, the universe initially feels like a cave filled with terrifying shadows. Nothing seems stable. Nothing seems permanent. And worst of all, nothing appears to matter. But something remarkable happens as Morty grows. Instead of becoming numb like Rick or collapsing under the weight of cosmic indifference, Morty slowly develops a philosophy that even Rick struggles to maintain: optimistic nihilism. This idea sits at the heart of what we can call the dichotomy of meaning. If the universe provides no built-in purpose, then the pressure to be extraordinary disappears. The expectation to be perfect vanishes. The demand to become important dissolves into the vast emptiness of space. The moment that captures this realization perfectly happens in one of the show's most famous scenes. Morty turns to his sister, Summer Smith, and calmly says, "Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV." At first glance, the quote sounds bleak. It sounds like surrender. But it isn't surrender at all. It's liberation. The smartest man understands that the universe is indifferent. Stars explode, galaxies collide, and reality expands without ever asking what humans want. Rick knows this truth better than anyone, and it often leaves him cynical, detached, and emotionally exhausted. But Morty takes a different path. The wise boy realizes something subtle yet powerful. If the universe refuses to give us meaning, then we are completely free to create our own. That freedom transforms the entire experience of life. Instead of obsessing over whether his existence matters to the cosmos, Morty begins focusing on whether moments matter to the people living them. Instead of trying to leave a permanent mark on the universe, he starts appreciating the temporary moments that make life feel human. In a world obsessed with achievements, recognition, and legacy, Morty offers a radically different blueprint. He shifts from the fear of being nothing to the quiet joy of simply being here. This is what we might call the Morty reset. Early in the series, Morty experiences one of the most disturbing events imaginable. He and Rick abandon their original reality after destroying it and replace alternate versions of themselves. Morty literally buries his own corpse in the backyard of a new timeline. It's a horrifying moment, and also a philosophical turning point. Imagine the psychological weight of realizing that your life can be replaced by another version of you from a different universe. Imagine seeing your own body lying in the ground behind your house. For most people, that experience would shatter their sense of identity. But Morty adapts. Instead of obsessing over which version of himself is real, he learns to detach from the idea that identity must be permanent or cosmically meaningful. He accepts that existence is chaotic, fragile, and sometimes absurd. And strangely, that acceptance makes life easier to bear. Morty still cares about his family. He still worries about doing the right thing. He still tries to help people, even when the universe itself offers no moral reward. But he doesn't do it because a cosmic rule demands it. He does it because kindness makes the present moment better. That shift is profound. Rick often uses nihilism as a shield, a way to justify reckless behavior or emotional distance. If nothing matters, then nothing deserves effort. If nothing matters, why care about consequences? Morty refuses to follow that path. Instead, he turns nihilism into compassion. If the universe doesn't care about us, then we have even more reason to care about each other. If existence has no built-in meaning, then every act of kindness becomes something we freely choose rather than something we're forced to do. In that sense, Morty's philosophy becomes quietly heroic. He accepts the indifference of the cosmos without losing empathy. He acknowledges the absurdity of existence without abandoning love. He understands that life may have no ultimate purpose, yet he still tries to make the moment better for the people around him. The exit from the cave of existential dread is not a grand revelation or a cosmic victory. Sometimes it's much simpler. It's a quiet afternoon sitting on the couch with people you care about. It's sharing a meal, laughing at something stupid, or watching television together while the universe continues expanding outside your window. The stars may not care about human life. The sun itself may just be a massive sphere of nuclear fusion drifting through space. But the warmth you feel right now is real. Morty teaches us that meaning doesn't have to be cosmic to be powerful. It doesn't have to last forever to be valuable. Sometimes the most meaningful parts of life are the small, temporary, seemingly pointless moments that fill our days. Stop searching the vacuum of space for a grand purpose written in the stars. Start noticing the simple experiences happening right in front of you. Because if nothing in the universe guarantees meaning, then every meaningful moment you create is entirely your own. If you enjoyed this exploration of Morty Smith, optimistic nihilism, and the philosophy hidden inside Rick and Morty, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more episodes exploring the deep ideas behind your favorite shows and the philosophies that shape how we see existence.